guys, it's Sandy. So I'm outside. I was taking a walk and it turned really cold where we live. It was unusually warm before Christmas, but now we've got a cold snap that came in, and this is more like Ohio weather. So that's why I'm all bundled up. But I just stayed outside and I just wanted to tell you my thoughts on 2022. So anybody who knows me knows that I am a very optimistic, very positive person. I look at the positive in situations. I look at the best in people. I keep a gratitude journal. Like, I just am a very positive person because that's the way I choose. I choose to look at things positively. But I'm going to tell you that looking at 2022, I don't see it as it's going to be a fabulous, great year. Every year, New Year's, you look at, you think, what can I do different? What can I improve on? You know, how do I make this year a great year? And even though we want to do that still, I believe that things are going to happen in 2022 that are just going to rock our world. Literally. Like, I'm still saying, choose to go into 2022 and be kind and, be positive still. But I don't see our world going in a positive way is basically what I'm saying. I see a lot happening. A tremendous amount is happening, whether you want to see it or you don't want to see it. Some people I know say, I can't handle it. It makes me, have bad dreams, or it makes me stay up at night or whatever. I don't want to see it. Okay. But it doesn't mean it's not happening. So for me personally, I like to know what's happening, but then I don't let it eat me up, or I don't let it control my day, or I don't spend a lot of time thinking about it. I just want to know the basic news. I get some basic news, and it's not from mainstream media. I will watch that every once in a while just to hear their spin on things, but I don't believe most of what they say. So I believe that somebody's writing their narrative and they're all saying the same thing, but they're only telling us what they want us to hear. So that's not where I would choose to get my news source from. But let me tell you, something that mainstream media did, and I believe that, not all their stories have been true for a long time, but what happened in Afghanistan, that is the point that I went, oh, wow. They're really, really choosing not to tell us the whole real news. So what happened in Afghanistan whenever America pulled out in such a way, just sneaking out, leaving all of our equipment behind, leaving Americans behind, not telling we have a lot of friends in different countries that we are friends with, and they are our allies, and we didn't tell them what was going on. They weren't able to get their people out. They were all scrambling also. It was not a good situation, and the media hardly even talked about it. They had just a little bit that they talked about with it, and mostly whenever our American soldiers got killed by the bomb that went off, it brought it back up again, but it was so little that they spoke about it, and it seems like it just then dropped off and it wasn't even talked about again. And it was a huge deal to talk about. And I just at that time was like, oh man, our media, someone is writing the narrative and they're all saying the same thing, but they're saying very little. They're only telling us what they want us to hear. I'm not even sure who is in power right now in our government. I don't know who's pulling the strings or anything, but this is what I know. Jesus is in control, and I do know that, and I do believe in the Bible, but I'll also tell you that I know not everybody that listens to this believes that, and that's okay, because that's what we get. We get free will in life. We get to believe and do what we want, and that is called free will, and I believe God allows us to have free will. So you guys aren't all going to agree with me on that, but what you can agree on, and I know that you agree with me, is the world is not in a good place at all. In free nations, it is not in a good place. This is not our America that I am used to, and I don't see it going back to our normal America. I don't see 2022 getting better. I see a lot of change coming. What happened over Christmas? We got sick. We got COVID. I'm sure it was the Omicron variant because it was incredibly contagious. It went through our family really fast. But the other flip side of that is we got better. pretty quick too. I had a couple days that I felt pretty bad, but it wasn't anything major. Nobody's hospitalized. I have a lot of friends that I know that also got it, and family, and nobody was hospitalized. It was nothing that severe. So what I wonder, oh, there's an airplane going over if you hear that noise. What I wonder though is, for the global elites, was that bad enough? Because if it's starting to weaken and not be as bad, and the pandemic isn't as bad, is that what they're going for? I know people are going to say, oh my gosh, you're believing this stuff. Let me tell you, the Great Reset, the World Economic Forum, the Great Resignation, the One World Economy, those are real terms. Some people are going to call me batty on here and say that's not true, and it is. They're real things. So that's why usually I am positive Sandy, and it's just the way I choose to live life. And I'm still going to do that in 2022. I'm still going to be kind. I'm still going to be positive, because that's the way that I want to choose to go in. But I'm going to tell you, our world is not positive. 2022 is not, in my opinion, going to be the best year ever. I just don't believe it. I believe that there's a lot of changes still coming, and I believe that it's not in our best interest. And not all of it anyway, some, but not all of it is in our best interest. And I'm not sure what's going on behind the scenes, but I don't believe that our president is actually the one making all the decisions. I don't know who, but I don't believe that he is the one. So you take this, whatever you want with it. I just wanted to share my thoughts on 2022, that I don't see it as a great year, and I see a lot of change coming. And I'm going to share very soon, I'm going to do a video on a dream that I had. I've told you before in another video that the couple dreams I've had, I'm not a dreamer that remembers dreams, but I had another one, and I have sat on it for a little bit because, well, I just saw things. And so I'm going to go ahead and share those soon. But what I'm saying is, I saw things and it wasn't good. And I don't believe our future is looking really good. I believe that in my heart, and what I believe Jesus is our only hope and our future, and that he is coming back soon, and that we just need to be ready spiritually. Get your homes ready. Wisdom, get some stuff prepared at your home. But spiritually, that's all that really matters in the end, is where we spend eternity. So that's what I wanted to share today. And leave your comments, good or bad, I read them all. So leave your comments and let me know what you think about 2022. And until next time, I'm out.